I am doing this to myself because people like to see me rant. People like to hear me completely tear apart a show, and I feel like it's been a while. Even though I've been shitting on the Arrowverse, a lot of those shows, this is a new level, right? This is a horrible. This might be the worst show that I've ever watched week to week. Worse than Gotham, worse than Scream, the MTV series. And if people saw those videos, you would know that takes a lot for me to say that. Alright, well, I can't believe I'm saying this. I can't believe that there is another show that takes place in Gotham, that has Gotham in the title, that is so bad, so much worse, that I am now here to say in front of all of you, I apologize. I apologize to the other show named Gotham that was on Fox for 5 years. Now, granted, a lot of my issues, a lot of my complaints with that Gotham show, I still believe in. I don't change my opinion in that sense, but this Gotham Knights show is so fucking bad. It's awful. It's terrible. It's making that Gotham show in comparison look like Breaking Bad, or look like The Sopranos, or look like name one of the best shows that you've ever seen. And that's the drop in quality that we're talking about with Gotham Knights. This is season 1, hopefully the only season, episode 5, entitled More Money, More Problems. Anyone else think of the Puff Daddy Biggie song? Just me? Alright, so at the very beginning, you see these Payless bootleg thugs that show up in this bar, and none of them look intimidating. None of them look like they're actually people that are dangerous. But apparently, the older couple that own the bar, I guess they have to pay them. I don't know if they have to pay them just out of some earlier, maybe there's a good reason for why it's like, hey, here's our money. But no, we don't really know that. They just show up. Hey, you're short. Oh, you don't have the money? All right, we're going to burn the whole bar down. Well, how the fuck are you guys going to get your money now? You just ruined one of your money supplies. Dumbass thugs. Good fucking job. Then we see Carrie Kelly. And Carrie Kelly has a mom. Holy crap. I never really cared or thought about the parents of some of the other characters on this show, but this episode decided that now was a good time to address the parents. Like, for example, Carrie Kelly, her mom, I guess, works a late shift. I don't know if she's like a nurse or a doctor or whatever she is. Seems like she works really late, and Carrie Kelly said, hey, you're out there saving people. Don't worry about whatever event and school stuff that you can't come to. And I at least like the fact that there wasn't a conflict there, right? It wasn't like, hey, the mom is neglectful or doesn't care about her daughter or treats her daughter like shit. She actually seemed genuine and seemed like she cared. So was the writing good in the scene? Was the acting even all that great? No, but at least it wasn't the tired cliche stuff that we end up getting later on with Stephanie Brown. Because Stephanie Brown's mother is a drunk. She is abusing pills too, I guess. At this event, the mother is just drinking and acting sloppy. And then later on at the end of the episode, Stephanie Brown comes home to find her mom passed out on the couch with pills all over the place. And I'm like, this is so ridiculously over the top. Let's try subtlety. Let's try actually making these characters feel like real people. I bet you we don't see Stephanie Brown's mother again. It was a one-off just to sort of be like, hey, this is why Stephanie Brown doesn't really like to go home and why she's helping the group. But that's it. You're not going to get any resolution or any, not that I give a fuck, because I don't. Now, when you see the group of characters in that watchtower-like area, I had this thought to myself around episode 2 when you first saw them there, because there was a scene where Stephanie Brown was talking to that random dude that took the blame for her, And then she makes like a left turn into a hallway, and then before you know it, she's going into the watchtower place, and she's talking to our characters and they're interacting. And I remember thinking back in episode 2, wait a minute, is this watchtower hideout located in the school? And I thought, no fucking way. That would be dumb. That would be the dumbest thing that anybody can do if they decide to do that. So I didn't address it. I didn't say it out loud. I just said to myself, I'm going to let it go because that can't be the case. And somebody in my comments last week said that no, the watchtower is in the school. It is located in the school, and nobody's been able to find them. Nobody's discovered the secret area. There's been no teacher, principal, overnight person that has found it. The janitor, nobody knows that they've been living there for days now. And when the characters wake up, all of their hair is done nice. They don't look like they smell. They don't look like they haven't been showering. Fake Batman's son still has his Edward Cullen hair, poofy salon hair. Like, this is bad. This show must be for 8-year-olds. There's no way that this show is for anybody past the age of 10 because it's just, the attention to detail is awful. It is, not to mention the acting of fake Batman's son. And we get a scene where the wife of that other guy that's running for mayor, she comes into Harvey Dent's office, Harvey Castiel, and she's talking about how, like, hey, does the husband know? Did he talk to you? And Harvey's like, no, get away from me. You're being weird. What we had was years ago. Move the fuck on. And then Harvey Castiel goes up to some other character and talks about how, hey, I might have this, or actually he tried to lie and say it was a suspect, and she quickly sniffed out his bullshit, that he might have identity dysmorphia. The same thing that his father had, and obviously because we know that he's Harvey Dent and he will become Two-Face, yeah, sure, obviously this guy has it, but I thought to myself, wow, 5 episodes in, and this is the first time we're mentioning this. This is the first time that this is coming up, that he might have this identity blackout and not remembering that he's doing stuff. How has this not come up before? How have they not even set up a moment where he wakes up and he's in the middle? Like, we're just now doing this? Okay, a little random as fuck, but fine. Now, the entire episode, too much of the episode, I was bored to tears by the majority of this episode, if not all of it. Because the group, they sneak into this warehouse, they're trying to steal money from this mob, and come to find out that they're doing that because they know that the mob is connected to the Court of Owls, and so if they take the money from the mob, it directly hurts the Court of Owls, I guess. You have this horrible forced moment where the sister, you find out that she dated one of the mob dudes, okay, and then the brother's upset that she didn't tell him. Oh, how can you not tell me? We're supposed to be honest with each other. Blah, blah, blah. Horrible time to argue about this. And then she says, well, I did all of this because I needed the money for you to get your surgery. I don't know what surgery. Did they say what surgery it was for? I know the actor that plays the brother is trans. I know, like, I saw, So I don't know if that's what they're talking about. Like, does that also play into the character? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe I missed something. But they're arguing about that. He feels bad. Oh, I didn't know that you had to do that. You had to fuck that dude. You had to suck that dude's you-know-what to get that money. Oh, it's okay. This is why I didn't tell you. I let you think that it came from our alcoholic, abusive dad. Oh, great. Another parent that's abusive or alcohol abusive. Okay, yeah. Okay, that's the only parent that these characters, that these writers know how to write. And then the cops show up. But of course, the cops are working for the mob. And so you have this big car chase. And I say big, they wish this was Michael Bay directing some crazy car chase. They try to treat it like it was crazy, and the cops are chasing them. Only like 2 police cars, by the way. You would think with everything going on, especially how much corruption is in Gotham with the cops and whatnot, Only 2 cop cars? Yeah, okay, bullshit. And so they're freaking out. Oh, what are we going to do? Let's throw the money out, right? The millions of dollars that they just stole. Of course, Joker's daughter's freaking out. I don't blame her. She's actually the only character that I understand the most, which maybe says a lot of weird stuff about me. But she's freaking out because they're throwing the money. And you have like 5 people on the street because they can't afford to have any more than like 10 on the street collecting the money. Oh, and this is blocking the cops, and that's how they get away. Oh my god. This was all a big fat waste of time. I didn't give a fuck about these random 7 people on the street that was able to get this money, or these corrupted cops that weren't able to catch these kids. The fact that these kids are able to sneak out of the school, now that we established that this is the school hideout, they sneak out of the school, go out in broad daylight without disguises, without a shitty mustache and police Party City costume. No, they're just able to go out there and they never get caught. Never fucking get caught. This show sucks. This show is fucking awful. I'm angry. I am. I'm angry. I was angry when they started to play that CW pop slow music. They do this every fucking episode now. The last like 3 or 4, they've been doing this where they end the episode with that dumbass, terrible, sad music. It makes me angry. This is something that Riverdale does. Hell, Dawson's Creek back in the day was doing this shit, but yet they can't help themselves. They just fucking do it. The very last scene, if you think I'm being too harsh on this show, the very last scene I will say was interesting and was a good constructed scene where Harvey Dent wakes up. Of course, he hasn't done really anything else in the episode. He wakes up and it's kind of like delirious, groggy. Where is he? There's wine cups on the desk. And here comes the wife of the other mayor candidate. And you see that, oh, so he has been blacking out. And he has been continuing this affair with this woman, unbeknownst to him. And when she says that, oh, because she's like, my husband won't be home for an hour. Basically, let's fuck. And Harvey Castiel's like, no, I can't do this. Oh my god, what are you doing? And she's like, what the fuck, dude? You do this all the time. You say no, we can't do this. And then you call me back. And you call me, wanting to fuck. And he's like, huh? Checks his phone. And yes, he indeed has outgoing calls to this woman. And Harvey Castiel is now realizing the holy fuck, I'm going to be Two-Face with no Batman. So he's realizing that this situation sucks for him and the viewers. Yeah, a lot of this sucks. I'm not happy right now. I'm not. I'm in a weird mood. I need a drink. Anyways, guys, let me know in the comments below what you think of Gotham Knights. Oh yeah, there was a news part at the end that actually called the characters the Gotham Knights. Citizens of Gotham are calling these saviors the Gotham Knights. I said, fuck you. Fuck off with that bullshit. Like, comment, subscribe. Later.